Hi everybody, welcome to our latest video. Second video of the day, and day 3 of 30-degree temperatures, and possibly not the day to be sitting on a black seat that's been out in the sun for about 3 hours. I know we all like riding in nice weather, but I think being fully clad in a one-piece leather suit on a day like today is a little bit too much. But nonetheless, here we have a really nice Suzuki GSXR 600 K6, which is a 2007 07. Most of you will be familiar that there are in fact no differences between the K6 and the K7 other than colours. And I think on the subject of colours, I think this particular bike looks really nice, and a nice contrast to the sort of conventional blue and white GSXR in quite subtle black and silver. And this bike's had just 2 owners from new, the last owner since 2008, so the most recent keeper's had the bike for 9 years, and she's covered just 9,800 miles. And I think that manifests itself in the overall condition of the bike, which is really, really nice. So as you can see, standard on the K6 was obviously the upside down forks and these Tokiko radial mounted brake calipers. Absolutely nothing wrong with the brakes on these whatsoever. They will have you over the handlebars in a heartbeat if you're not careful, especially with these Metzeler Rennsport tyres. And on the subject of brakes, again, if you know your Suzukis, you'll be familiar that most of the GSXR range had a recall for brake master cylinder, and that has indeed been done, so no issues there. And as recently as 3 months ago, she had a replacement rectifier, which again, those of you that know your Suzukis will know that they can be a bit of an Achilles heel for Suzuki, but obviously just sort of safe in the knowledge that that one's been recently done. And you can see in there just how clean this bike is. Do some close-ups for you. So basically she's fitted with a pillion cover, and we do have the pillion seat as well, which you can probably see in some of the static photos that we've already posted. We've got R&G crash bungs, and again, just looking at the left hand side engine cases there and thermostat housing, you can see absolutely unmarked, really well cared for bike. None of the sort of conventional corrosion that can occur on Suzuki engine cases if they're not looked after. Not even any boot scuffs on the heel guards there. And she's also fitted with a carbon fibre chain guard, and just fitted by ourselves this morning is a brand new gold DID chain and rental sprocket kit. So that's a conventional 525 pitch, standard gearing, so literally just a direct replacement from the OEM, which, as I say, although it had done less than 10,000 miles, we just felt it was just about ready for it. And you can see we've got paddock stand bobbins there as well. And a hugger. Now round to the left side of the bike, I think the piece de la resistance is this lovely Scorpion exhaust with some of the most amazing welding I think I've seen. Absolutely lovely, big fat conical exhaust with a carbon end can there. Sounds really nice, and you can see we've got a tail tidy there as well, just to tidy up that rear end. Again, absolutely unblemished engine cases. Another crash bung, and finally she's fitted with a meter alarm. As you can see there, we've got both keys and both alarm remotes. So I have to say, this bike is pretty much unmarked. Let's say very low mileage, hasn't even covered 10,000 miles yet. There will be, as there is on any second-hand bike, the odd blemish. Again, I'm being ultra fussy here. I don't know if you can even pick it out on the camera, but there's a tiny chip there on the leading edge of the front fairing there, and a tiny little, and I do mean tiny, crack or scratch. I can't really ascertain what it is on the front fuel cover, petrol tank cover. But I have to say, I think for a 10-year-old machine, she's in every bit the condition you would expect of a bike with 9,800 miles. Okay, I'll start her up for you. So first and foremost, ignition on, and then deactivate the alarm. You see her go for a self-check, and we'll start her up. Just need to pull the clutch in. Excuse the camera just for a second. There you can see the mileage, 9866. You can also see standard gear indicator there as well. Okay, we'll just give you an indication of what the exhaust sounds like. Actually really nice and sort of fairly subtle at sitting here at idle. And again, a bit like the video we did on the Street Triple earlier, it's difficult to replicate the sound of an exhaust just revving it up stationary. I have to tell you, having ridden this bike, if you wind it on, it sounds absolutely glorious. I have to say, on this absolutely gorgeous and roasting hot day, it doesn't sound too shabby there either. Really nice sounding exhaust. I think you'd probably just about get away with that on a track day as well, so quite a sensible aftermarket exhaust. Okay, so basically, due to the fact that this bike's been owned by the last keeper for the last 9 years, he carried out most of his maintenance himself, so it's a full service history by the previous keeper in effect. However, it will arrive to its new keeper from us with a full service, including plugs, brake fluid, oil and filter, air filter, coolant flush, everything that the bike needs, along with the new chain and sprockets. So just to recap, she's a Suzuki GSXR 600 K6, 2007 plate. She's covered 9,800 miles, and this bike's available at 4,995. I hope you enjoyed the video.